And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a handoff here to his running back. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. But officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Archer. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Tate to return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
2nd down.
To try again after the sack, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice this on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Second.
Mayfield now from the 50.
At the 50-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run on first down. Archer. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a game.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14, Colts 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw. Williams. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Williams. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Looking to throw. Williams. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Cromartie. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to number 13. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the
and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Williams. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Back to throw. Williams eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
On 1st down, it's Turner, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here's Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
On 3rd down, it's Turner, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Washington 17, Colts 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Jeremy Chinn there defensively.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Archer. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 49-yard line.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Flowers providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Johnny Hekker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 15. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now Williams on first and 10. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down now, Archer. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Number 13.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love the situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
1st and 10.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Williams loses the football. And does Washington have it? They do.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A run here for J.D. McKissic. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's McKissic. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was taken
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Breeze on third down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pass intended for John Brown. Incomplete.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Nifty move. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Third and long. It's Griffin. And it's complete to Kelsey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Griffin will throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
10 at the 15-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half. And our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
throw it with Griffin. Flush to his right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run with McKissick. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First and goal at the 1. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Into a double team. Picked off at the 33. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Griffin. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Griffin. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
And incomplete.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And Robinson with a big catch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. That's brought in by Greg Jennings. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They hand off to their big tight end, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Punching it in from a yard away. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Colts 10, Washington 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now 2nd and goal.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Vernon Davis, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And Washington has taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes this Washington 14, Colts 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is RG3. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
J.D. McKissic.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Griffin on 1st down. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Griffin. Dancing to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's into the clear. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now RG3. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
10 at the 47-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Griffin to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ricky Jackson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Griffin buying time to his left. Now a desperate, and that's caught inside the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing now is Griffin. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
Play action. Now Griffin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about